Jai Hind everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel which is Explore Yourselves, Banking and General Knowledge, etc. Wrong thinking is the only problem in life, a deep exploration of how our thoughts define our reality. Introduction. A simple sentence, a life altering truth. Wrong thinking is the only problem in life. At first glance, this may sound like an oversimplification. After all, life is filled with real, tangible problems: financial stress, relationship conflicts, health issues, failures, losses. Can all of this really boil down to just wrong thinking? But if we pause and reflect, we begin to see the profound truth behind this idea. Life doesn't trouble us nearly as much as our thoughts about life do. It's not the rain that makes us miserable, it's the thought, this always ruins everything. It's not failure that defeats us, it's the belief, I am not good enough. In short, it's not life that creates suffering, it's how we think about life. Let's dive deep and explore how our thinking shapes our reality and how changing our thoughts can transform everything. 1. Understanding wrong thinking. What exactly is wrong thinking? Wrong thinking is not just being negative, it's any pattern of thought that distorts reality, limits possibility, and creates unnecessary pain. It includes assumptions like, my friend did not invite me, maybe they have stopped caring, or overgeneralization like, I failed once, I'll fail again, self sabotage, I will never be good enough, or victim mindset, life is always unfair to me. These are not facts, they are stories we tell ourselves, and often we believe them without question. But thoughts are not truths, thoughts are habits. 2. Real life examples. Same situation, different minds. Let's consider two individuals facing the same situation, for example, job loss. For person A, she spirals into despair. Their mind says, I am worthless, I am a failure, nothing ever works for me. And then they sink into anxiety and depression. But for the same situation, person B feels the same pain but thinks differently. Their mind says, this is hard, but maybe it's a push towards something better. What can I learn? What can I do now? They begin to search for opportunities, upgrade their skills, and eventually land a better role. So the event is the same. The external reality is also the same. What made the difference? Thoughts. Wrong thinking dragged one person down, right thinking helped the other rise. 3. How wrong thinking becomes the root of our problems. Let's break it down into four major areas where wrong thinking silently poisons our lives. A. Self-worth and identity. The thoughts we repeat become the identity we live by. If you keep thinking, I am not smart enough, people don't like me, or I always mess things up, these beliefs start to feel like truths. And without even realizing it, we stop showing up fully in life. We don't apply for that opportunity, we don't express ourselves honestly, we settle, all because of a silent, persistent voice in our head. B. Relationships. Many relationship issues stem not from what others do, but what we think they mean. A friend forgets to call back and we think, I'm not important to them. A partner gets quiet and we think they're hiding something. Someone criticizes us and we assume they hate me. These are not facts, these are interpretations. and often they are wrong. Wrong thinking erodes trust, creates unnecessary conflicts, and builds walls between people. C. Growth and success. Wrong thinking kills potential. Imagine a student who believes I'm just not a math person. That thought becomes a wall. They stop trying, they avoid asking questions, they never give themselves a chance to grow. Now imagine the same student with a different thought. I find this tough, but I can improve. That one shift opens up a world of effort, curiosity, and progress. Our mindset, not our ability, decides how far we go. D. Emotional well being. Much of our anxiety, sadness, and anger come from wrong thinking. What if I mess up? Anxiety. I should have done better. Guilt. They have no right to say that to me. Anger. If we examine these thoughts, we will see that they often exaggerate, assume, or dwell in the past or future. Right thinking, in contrast, brings us to the present, brings us clarity, and relieves our suffering. 4. The power of right thinking. So, if wrong thinking causes suffering, what is right thinking? Right thinking is not about pretending everything is perfect. It's about seeing things clearly, without exaggeration, fear, or judgment. It's grounded, it's rational, it's compassionate. Examples of right thinking would be this is difficult, but it's not impossible. Or they hurt me, but maybe they were hurting too. I made a mistake that doesn't make me a failure. Or this moment is hard, but it will pass. Right thinking brings perspective. It makes space for solutions. It opens the heart. 5. Cultivating right thinking. Practical tools. No one is born with perfect thoughts. Our thinking patterns are shaped by upbringing, society, and experience. But the good news is we can unlearn wrong thinking and train ourselves to think better. Here's how. First, awareness is the first step. Start paying attention to your thoughts, especially in moments of stress, fear, or anger. Ask yourself, what am I thinking right now? Is this thought helping me or hurting me? Second, challenge the thought. If your mind says, I'm not good enough, ask, is that absolutely true? What evidence do I have? Or what would I tell a friend who said this about themselves? Third, replace, don't suppress. Don't just push away negative thoughts, replace them with better ones. Instead of, I'm going to fail, try, I may not know everything, but I will prepare the best I can. Fourth, consume thoughtfully. The people you talk to, the content you watch, the books you read, all influence your thinking. Surround yourself with voices that lift you, not limit you. 6. Final reflection, a shift in perspective. Imagine this. You wake up tomorrow, and every time a negative thought comes, you catch it, question it, and reframe it with clarity. You stop blaming yourself needlessly. You stop assuming the worst about others. You start believing not in some fake optimism, but in your ability to learn, to heal, to change. Would not your life look different? The situations may remain the same, but you won't, and that changes everything. Conclusion. You're not your thoughts. Thoughts are not facts, they are suggestions. Wrong ones can ruin a beautiful life, while the right ones can rebuild a broken one. So the next time you feel stuck, defeated, or angry, pause and ask yourself, Is it life that's the problem, or is it my thinking? Because once we fix the way we think, we begin to fix everything else. Wrong thinking is the only problem in life, and the right thinking, that's the key to freedom. Thank you very much for your patience. Please like and share this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel.